guys? Welcome back, nonetheless, as we are going to have North American Qualifier number 3, Epsilon versus Third Coast. And this is an interesting one, as Third Coast is going to be up 1-0 in the series against Epsilon. Very interesting indeed. But you know what? It's funny because Epsilon's going to ESWC, and if they lose this one, a third qualifier in a row, what would the mentality be like for Epsilon?
That would actually be pretty rough, going to an international live event after losing an online qualifier like this. Could be tough, especially when they've already lost to our eventual 2 qualifier champions. They've lost to Planet Express and Spin Move in the first 2 qualifiers, and Third Coast, if they also put away Epsilon, that's gonna feel pretty rough, I think. They keep getting to the semifinals and finals here, but if Third Coast, they're actually only 2 maps away, where Epsilon would have to win 3 more. So we've got at least 2 more games here tonight for you in the finals. Could be as many as 4 more, depending how Epsilon does here on Castle Crash or Felons. I think Third Coast really, I'm surprised they're not taking more shots, because Felons and Pop Trunk have great shots. Hot Mustard can pull an attacking round every now and then as well. And they're just, it seems like they're having to rush the goals so often here against Epsilon.
Well, it's an interesting thing that you bring that up, because a lot of teams, if you try and go toe-to-toe with Epsilon, they have a great D. They have a great defensive strategy. They're good. They know what they're doing. And so does Third Coast. But we're also seeing Epsilon try and go for that as well. If you notice, yeah, granted, Epsilon has gone for, the triple. They try and go for all 3 kills. But they have gone for the goal as well. And it just seems as if both teams respect each other enough where it's like, you know what, I know that these guys are good, and this is going to be the best way for me to win. It's a lot easier going for the goal, believe it or not, than going for the 3 kills, to be honest with you.
That's a good point, but I really feel like, they haven't been inching their way forward, taking shots on defenders. I mean, they seem to be in the situation where all 3 defenders are still standing at the end more often than not. But XP3 just needs 1 more laser, or he can hop on the goal and just cap it in the face of, who was that? Still left the end, Pop Trunk, playing the point. So that hurts.
That was unfortunate.
Hot Mustard, again, going to try and answer for XP3 start, and he did it last time, so could happen again. Actually, no, I think... Wait, what happened last time? They, I'm trying to remember how Third Coast won. The very last round actually was map point, where they had an attacking round. So that's how that one kind of ended up. That was a tough round where he just hopped on the goal and capped it.
Yeah.
But Hot Mustard here for Third Coast. I think Gills usually plays up on the laser pad. Sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes they don't want to give him that freebie, because you can expect someone on the laser pad. More often than not, someone's going to be up there. There's a limited space where they could actually be. I did just see Gills on the left side of the column, so I don't think he's playing. Yeah, they're actually just going to go for a far cross-up. Godson on the far left, Gills in the kind of middle area, no one on the pad, XP3 over at the point.
Yep, they're just going to play this one with real standard defense. No need to rush down here. But now Hot Mustard is going to make his way for the goal. The goal can now be captured, and 3 shots just like that. 55% on the bar, but it was just not enough to capture that goal. Gills is going to be the one up now. Let's see what he can do now. The thing is, man, I'm so excited to see what happens at ESWC this weekend, because of the fact that we have some of our North American teams going over there.
Yeah. And it's like a little preview for our tournament.
I agree, because IPL5 is going to be like that mega tournament. Not to take anything away from those guys. It's just $100,000. That's a lot of freaking money. Oh, Gills, you just looked at that one and jumped, and then he got hit by Hot Mustard from behind after he turned around real quick. But just to get back to my point, it's like we're going to see so much top tier Shootmania play. I don't think people understand what they're going to be looking forward to, especially with IPL5 coming up. It's too much. Too much.
Live events. I mean,
I love it.
Our viewership kind of fluctuates here for the online qualifiers, and that kind of just depends on what other streams are going on. But a live event, it's really exciting to watch, because these guys are right next to each other. They're communicating in person on their teams and stuff like that. That everything's going to be very exciting for the players. Adrenaline is going to be rushing. I mean, definitely in these online qualifiers, you see that same kind of thing. But, oh, look at that. Even spread on both sides for defensive rockets. That's pretty crazy.
Insane.
And you can see where the one lacking defensive rocket allowed XP3 to get that attacking round instead.
Yeah, right. What a situation. But, yeah, you're right. The live atmosphere plays such a key role in when you're competing in a tournament. I don't think a lot of people understand this. Now, we do have some people participating, like the guys from Colwyn who have competed in a live atmosphere before. You know, and on Less Is More, we have Scorch. I think on Epsilon, we have some guys who compete in live at PAX, if I'm correct. So, you know, like overall, it's just like, it's a different experience. It's a different feeling. And I think that what we can expect to see this weekend and coming up from IPL5 is to see the true colors of a lot of these players.
Yep, and ESWC is going to be a great opportunity to see the Euro versus North American strats kind of clashing at first, but Godson cannot get in there. Oh, sorry, that was Pop Trunk. Pop Trunk cannot get in there against Godson and XP3 landing those last 2 rockets. Godson attacking now for Epsilon. An attacking round here would certainly put them kind of out of reach. I mean, not all the way out of reach, but further.
Yeah, Epsilon angry as they're up 4-1 and they're looking in top form here. Godson gonna go for the left side, knowing that there's gonna be someone over there. He can nail this hit. Yes, he does. Hot Mustard gets taken out. There's going to be another one by the laser pad. Shots are fired, but exchange, nothing comes of it. Godson takes another shot from the laser pad, and he is going to miss another one. It just did not seem to work in his favor. He started that round off nicely, not enough.
Okay, so this is, let's see, potentially the last attacking round. If Felons can't do it and then Epsilon does get a successful attacking round, it'll be over. This could be their last chance. Felons and Pop Trunk will actually be the next 2 to be able to get a chance in if every round just goes defensively. So, you know, they have to tie up that attacking round. That's all it comes down to here, where Epsilon will put a map on the board, and it'll force a game 4 at least if that happens. So Felons trying to make his way across the side. I don't see any defenders take a shot at yet. Godson a little bit too far back. Gill's still on the laser pad. Sometimes he plays there, sometimes he doesn't. But this time they gave it the right look, and Felons took 2 points of armor as a result.
Now, let me ask you a question. Maybe I don't know this, and the viewers at home maybe can answer. When you're on the laser pad, is it charged the same way?
It's charged a little bit faster.
Interesting.
Than
so
the attacker.
That's why he was able to take off 2 shots so easily there.
You definitely don't want to duel against someone on the pad as an attacker because their recharge is slightly faster. Gill's planting that last rocket. He actually got all 3 of those, 2 lasers and a rocket to finish off Felons. But now XP3, he was the successful attacking round at the beginning. Now he has another opportunity to just finish the map. It is map point, and we'll see if he's able to do it. But yeah, the laser pad gives you access to the scope and a faster recharge. If you're an attacker and you hop on it, you have access to both of those as well. But if you're dueling against one and you miss a shot, you want to get out of there because they're going to recharge just that much faster and can take more shots over the course of 5 or 6 seconds. And you really don't want to be in that position. Oh, check that
nice
out.
Rush down from the right side.
Yeah.
Hot Mustard over there.
Different
and
look.
Another shot.
Yep.
Wow, that was good.
Pop Trunk landing one from the point as well, and suddenly XP3's down to just 1 point of armor. He's going to try and get a shot off on somebody, but 3 defenders there. Time is running out. Oh, 1 armor left, 2 defenders. It's looking a little bit better for him, but still with time running low, it's going to be difficult.
Oh, wait a minute. There's going to be someone in the corner there by the cubby. And another shot for XP3 is going to be 10 seconds left on the clock at this time. Can he move in there and capture it? Never mind. Hot Mustard ends that run 5-3.
Okay, so it looks again like a very good defensive spread kind of across all of our players. Hot Mustard, this map, Castle Crasher, lies in his hands, and this was the map that ESP took I think a 4-1 lead against ThirdCoast. That might be why Epsilon picked it, because they saw they might have a little bit of weakness here, but ThirdCoast did come back and win that map, so there's an opportunity here for Hot Mustard to do the same against Epsilon. 1 attacking round, 3 lasers or a second and a half, all it takes. He could definitely tie things up and potentially move ThirdCoast into a 2-map lead if he can do it, if he can continue on. Oh, check that out. He wants it, you can tell.
Yeah, you know what, man? This is a very interesting situation because if they make the comeback happen, oh my God, XP3 is not going to be the lone attacker there, and he has 3 armor left. Can Hot Mustard do this? As XP3 is going to be playing that goal, and now I think what XP3 needs to do is just play it slow, but Hot Mustard needs XP3 to waste those rockets. He's going to move in, and he gets it. Hot Mustard, now the score is going to be 4-5. Wow.
Yeah, 4-5, but that does put Epsilon on map point every single time they attack now until ThirdCoast is able to get another attacking round because they did defend first, and that's just kind of how it works. It's almost like tennis where you have to break a serve to be able to break this sort of stalemate, so whoever defended first does have a little bit of advantage that anytime they're attacking, they have that map point situation. So Gills That's
put it away.
this. Yeah, we could have a second successful attacking round in a row. Look at that hot mustard on the left side. Felons up on the laser pad, picking off a point of armor, and suddenly he's down to 1.
Yep, and that's
down
it.
to none.
5-5, just like that. Just when you thought that that was it, ThirdCoast was done, and we were going to go to a Game 3 and force a Game 4. ThirdCoast has now forced a 5-5 after a great attack run there. But in any case, now it's going to be up to Pop Trunk. He's going to wait it out, see if the flurry of rockets fly his way. And he will be able to avoid it.
No one's taken the caves yet, and I mean, I wouldn't either against these guys because there's only 2 exits, and they can totally just split off and you know, call you out as quick as they can. And it's going to be very difficult to progress after coming through either that hole in the ground or the ramp up. Ooh, Godson, right as I hiccuped, getting shot in the face, but XP3 playing back near the point, Gills off the right side.
Is coming back.
Maybe so. We did have some delicious Lee's Deli for lunch today.
Shout out to Lee's Deli on IPL.
Delicious.
Oh, delicious.
Delicious.
And Pop Trunk here, you know, he's in a good position, but the goal can't be captured. Never mind. He lost a point of armor there. Not a good look here for Pop Trunk, as he's going to try and see if he can nail someone else on the side. Waiting to see if someone makes a mistake. He's going to have 1 thing of armor left. Is he going to be able to do something here? Oh, my God.
Time runs out.
Time runs out. 6-5.
Check that out. Okay, so Godson has an opportunity again, always on map point, unless ThirdCoast can take a round. So Godson could end it all here and maybe make up for a little bit of a fumble in the first map, letting whoever that ThirdCoast player was hop onto the goal, the very last attacking round that they had. So Godson with some nice lasers could force Game 4 at least. You know, ThirdCoast is still very much in it. If they get that first attacking round, could be a 2-0 map lead for ThirdCoast, which be pretty interesting to see.
I agree. And you did see Hot Mustard go for that right side again in the
miss.
laser exchange, but
rush.
no hits given. And Felons is going to get taken out by Godson, but Godson gets hit 2 times by Pop Trunk and Felons, as Godson's now going to rotate around. He gets taken out now. And 6-6, extra rounds. Remember, folks, the winner has to win by 2. So you cannot just win 6-5, you got to win 6-4.
Yep.
And it is going to be Felons up to bat here for ThirdCoast. Let's see what they could do. And before he jumps, taking a look at the rounds here, as the defense is actually pretty solid. XP3 and Hot Mustard with 1 attacking round each. Can Felons do it? He is the leadoff attacker for the squad.
Yeah, everybody's pulling their weight on defense. You know, XP3 and Mustard being the successful attackers. Felons is the leadoff. As he said, they do rate his laser pretty highly if he's going to be attacking in first for them, as he's going to have the most opportunities.
And that's why they do that.
In this situation, yeah, in a tie-break situation, he's going to be the one attacking the most, and you want your most frequent attacker, of course, to be the strongest. So I'm not sure if we look at the stats tonight, who's actually taken more attacking rounds, him or Hot Mustard, because Hot Mustard's been pretty on. But Felons, you know, they can actually switch up, too, between maps if they feel like one of the players is doing a little bit better. But Felons has a chance now if he can just hit XP3 one time and does. This is scary now.
If you're Epsilon,
if they
you're
defend, if ThirdCoast defends against XP3, that's going to be a 2-0 map lead, something that I definitely did not see coming. And XP3 attacking in, it's all on his shoulders. He is the successful attack round. He had another earlier successful attack round in the previous round, or the previous map, excuse me. So we'll see if he can make it all come together. Hot Mustard not playing that far right side. That makes me think Felons is on the laser pad. We'll see in just a moment as XP3 gets up here.
Yep, and
no, he's not.
No one's over by the laser pad, but XP3 takes out Hot Mustard with a clean shot. That was a good connection there, but Felons is going to be on top of the laser pad. XP3 needs to play this one slowly, as he is going to get taken out. 2 armor left, 1 armor left. This is it. Can they do it? Can ThirdCoast take this game and make it 2-0? I cannot believe that I'm saying that.
This is an adrenaline-filled round for XP3. He's got 1 armor left. Laser in the back would have just ended the round. He turned around and saw it. Oh, check this out. Showdown time. Who's left? Pop Trunk playing the point, and XP3 with his hot laser. We'll see who's going to actually win here.
He has time. He needs to play this next laser smart.
He has to hit him.
It.
He has to hit him. And he does!
Oh, nice stuff by XP3. 7-7 on the count. Wonderful. As we are going. That was a clutch. That's as clutch as clutch gets, guys.
It really is.
That's insane.
Down to 1 armor against 2 defenders and picked off both of them. before actually ending that round with a successful attack. And ThirdCoast is saying, no, we just erased our slight advantage that we had in the last second possible. So, man, this is getting to be a tense series, like extra rounds already in map number 2. The first map ended 6-4, pretty much as close as you can get. I mean, they had to win by 2. And just that these attacking rounds are just so important now. And Godson hopping down should be thankful that Hot Mustard did not plant that laser on him, as he had a little bit of fall time. But Hot Mustard, no vision on Gills. Okay, Gills is actually working the right side of that column, and Godson is down in the grass. But XP3 playing the point as usual, does land that first rocket and a second, almost a third.
Yeah, and look at the cross here. Nice stuff. You can see that they're predicting exactly where he's going to move, and they actually were right, as he made his way over to that side. Hot Mustard made his way to the right side and then had to recorrect himself again after correcting himself another time. And then he ended up getting taken out. Now it's going to be up to Gills here. We saw a few great attacking rounds from Gills and all the Epsilon guys. Let's see if they can replicate that same success, as Gills is going to try and go for someone on the left side, not able to hit. Someone's going to be on top of the laser pad, and someone playing the point.
Oh, man, I really thought he was going to get back behind the wall in time. So Gills actually hunted down Hot Mustard at the beginning, knew that he was off to the left side, isolated, and took advantage of that. ThirdCoast, they've come too far to be making mistakes like that. And if Gills can just land 2 more lasers, that's actually going to win the map. Again, they are on map point every time they attack, unless ThirdCoast does it first, because they were the first to defend. And check that out, Fallon's not knowing where he was, and Pop Trunk is the only one left. He can just hop on the cap and hope. And he does not get it.
Oh my God.
Pop Trunk, clutch defense there, saving the map. Oh my goodness, this is ridiculous. 9, 7, and 6. Pop Trunk with the most defensive rockets, with a great little clutch defense on that one. He's going to be up to attack now. I wonder if that adrenaline, if that momentum is going to come into play here.
Yep, and remember, folks, it is a win by 2 situation, but if it's first to 20, if it gets to that point.
It'll be a long match. I have never seen anything beyond 12 to 10.
Yeah.
This could be the first, I suppose. We'll see if these guys continue in this fashion. Just lots and lots of round for round punching each other out as we go on. You can see he's actually behind that gate, so he's not going to be able to take a shot. No one on the laser pad, so that means Gills is going to be working the right side of the column again. Oh, look at that. He barely snagged that shot. Really good for him, though, to be able to move forward in this map. Time is running out. The goal is going to be open soon, and Pop Trunk is a guy who likes to just hop on the goal if he's got some defenders left. He doesn't take a ton of shots on his way in, but he is going to watch some rockets fly. He's going to hop on the goal. He might get the cap.
60%, not enough.
I knew he was going to do it there.
Yeah, right? He just called it.
He just doesn't take as many shots as the other guys. I guess maybe not as confident in his laser, or just knows.
Well, he should be, because he blaned XP3 from a distance.
What did he do to him?
We call him, in console, we call it Blaine.
Blaine?
Yeah, like when you take someone's face off.
Like David Blaine?
I don't know.
Like it's disappearing? He makes it
was
disappear?
a Shadowrun term. Don't judge me. PC guys.
Oh man, that's funny. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't judge.
I just instantly thought of David Blaine making someone's face disappear.
Actually, when I heard it the first time, I thought the same thing too. But let's get to the action here, as Godson is going to have 1 armor left. He could close this one out, but instead it seems like he is not, as he has been herded to the corner. But Godson could clutch it here, as it's going to be a 1v1 with Hot Mustard left standing, and he is going to have one.
Open
Godson
shot
with the kill, making it 10-8, and we are not going to 20 rounds.
Yikes! Oh yeah, that's a good thing. That's a good thing for everybody, as those games tend to get a little boring when it's just like back and forth, back and forth.
On the contrary, my friend, intensity.
Either way, Game 3
of energy
is coming back on the other side with a score of 1-1. Epsilon and ThirdCoast showing some very, very close matches, and I'm sure that will continue in Game 3 on the other side of this break.